Mic check. Okay, so let's do a quick revision of what could take place on something like ProveX. Now, we share this tab here briefly, and I guess this is kind of relevant here. The post from Richard Hart saying people are beta testing ProveX. This is not financial advice or advice of any sort. I'm not a lawyer or professional of any kind. You must be eternally vigilant to only do what is legal and moral and ethical, and you must educate yourself what that is. It's fun to write all this legalese because it's safer and better. All right, let's have a look at that. Screenshot there. You can also put some forms. I think feedback would be good to be able to communicate with the other people on the other end what it is they're doing. If you're not able to do that through means such as the fiat providers, I guess you'd call it, that provide that sort of system, because then you'd be able to actually talk to them. Be like, bro, you didn't send the right amount, or why haven't you sent any money? And then we'll continue on with that discussion in a second. Now, we have this here, Lassie.finance. This is kind of cool. It looks like you can actually load some stables, some pulse chain stables onto it, and then spend it via a like prepaid crypto card. That's kind of cool. I think I first saw that one with Tangent. He mentioned that. And I saw Richard Hart tweet it from his account. Now, the next one, not really sure what that is. This is an X, isn't Y. Can't wait to see it. Okay, anyway, let's have a look at an order that someone may have set up. Now, it has here basically a hit rate 1. I'm not sure what that means. I thought maybe it was a portion of it. Another one, it was another method. I see down here PayPal. One of them has a method PayPal, and one of them was Wise. Didn't seem to register properly. Now, the interesting thing here is it doesn't. Not sure if it's automatic yet, though. We'll find out briefly, because if you click on link, it shows you the link on chain and what took place. I guess the contracts were created, etc. Then you click on complete, and I cashew nuts or some shit. It says here, please use this payment method for sending this exact amount. So anyone's welcome to send that amount to this address. I mean, pretty sure that person will be fine. Now, it says here though, I understand that not following the instructions above may lead to permanent loss of funds. Now, order expires in 1 hour and 10 minutes. And if I'm actually not sure what's going to take place, because we see here the sell, and if the person hasn't sent the exact amount of money, so I thought of an instance where maybe someone sends too much money, which is unlikely, unless it's like slightly over by a few decimals. But what if someone sends less money? So if the person sends like a half of it or $1, and they think maybe they can sort of take advantage of the order, what if that? I guess if it's through PayPal, this is one thing I didn't think of. People can request a refund, because they could send the exact amount, and they could say, "Oh, well, I didn't get my crypto," and they could try and get their money back and then keep the crypto as well. And if you, the poor person sending the crypto, happens to do so, and the person doesn't want to, you don't know who they are, they don't want to send you your crypto back, because who actually owns the crypto, to be honest, that would be an interesting situation. I guess that falls under the what you can actually do with the system, and also being vigilant to what is legal, moral, ethical, when you must educate yourself what that is. Is a part of it. I would say there's probably more to it. Again, not a lawyer, don't listen to me. Everything in an unofficial man. So back to my little story here. Share this tab. So basically, what I'm saying is, if someone sends not the correct amount, and the order lapses, and the person with the money could be evil, I guess, and hold on to it, but then the person could just recall it back, because they could say, well, I didn't get my crypto. I think people should do the right thing and do what they say they're going to do. Hence things like hex staking exist, because people don't always do what they say they're going to do. It's very hard to find people that do what they'll say they're going to do, and you could see instances where things operate smoothly. But if it's constantly going to be like, you didn't send me enough money, bro, it's going to suck a little bit. I guess once that all gets ironed out and people realize what they can and can't do, it should be easier. So yeah, like I said, I'll keep you all updated what actually takes place, whether or not this gets filled, this order here gets filled automatically. I have a feeling that after the order the time frame lapses this amount here, 1 hour and 7 minutes, I have a feeling that what could take place is there's an option basically to, I think there's a guide, but there's an actual option here. Previously, it was this one here. I think it's sort of like pull the order. So like I pulled the order for this one here, or someone pulled the order for this one here. The action was gone and the crypto went back into the wallet. Now, I think someone spent that. I'm not sure. Anyway, so then if in the time when the order does not, execute, if it is automatic, it would be not a failure, but it would be hard to verify that the person got their crypto and the person got their funds. Now, if that takes place, it could cause some headaches. But if it works out that people are honest, do what they say, and say they get the person puts the order up, someone sees that order, agree to the figures, then they send the money. Person gets the money. Hopefully it's that quick, or the functions, and then they go, okay, I imagine they would click on here. They would click on something like complete, but that might be the person sending the money, because that could be the intent signaled. Now, basically, after that time expires, if I or the person who is planning on giving the crypto to the other person, I'm assuming they would click on this here, the release, because I'm pretty sure that would release it from quote unquote escrow, reportedly. Now, once you release from escrow, I'm pretty sure it would initiate some contracts, and you, the person who set up the order, would no longer basically have the crypto, and it would send to the other person. And from that point, I would imagine it's very hard to get your crypto back unless you are sending the wallets between yourself and you're able to do this yourself. If not, you're basically sending to a stranger, hoping that they would send you the money back. And how would you even contact them? Message them through blockchain, hopefully they reply. You wouldn't want to do that with large figures now, would you? Now, so yeah, that is one, not error, but I guess that's why this is in beta, because you can see, like, I didn't even think, I just thought it would be smooth. Now see, I'm like, oh, I didn't think of that. PayPal, there could be issues. Refunding money could be issues. That's probably two. So not sending the right amount, sending the right amount, trying to refund it later, and sending your crypto to someone else who later refunds it. Kind of the same one there, but there's about three issues I could think of where things could go a little bit wrong. So maybe you'd have like a rating system. Let's do that. Let's a rating system. Like eBay and Amazon. Imagine if the addresses had a rating system. Hang on. Yeah, but that could be gamed as well, I guess. But okay, let's do wasting with S. Watsing. Control C, and then we shall submit, and then I'll actually post that to yeah, that would be good to have, like an Amazon seller that actually ships your goods, or a buyer that actually sends you money. That would be good, because otherwise you'll be like, I remember this Addy. not blacklist it, but you'd sort of go, nah, they didn't do what they said they want to do. But yeah, all right, that's about it. That's all I got. We'll have a look on my little X account. What the hell? The stablecoin trust problem. That's pretty worth looking at. A year of research, bro. They're like stalking hard. All right, where's my sheet? Thank you for tuning in. If anyone's actually here, this one here, interesting. Richard Hart and claims of hidden stablecoin operation. Confidence in stablecoin is quietly eroded, so that might be worth having a look at. Still talking about Peter. Hold on, I'm not going to read that, bro. I'm going to put that up. Okay, everyone's getting mad conspiratorial. All right, cool. Yeah, you can read that in your own time if you want. What else, people? What else? That's about it. I'll wrap it up. Like I said, just a brief overview of what could take place, whether or not people are going to send the correct money, and whether or not you then. It's funny. Saw that. Let's have a look. That's about it. Man, I think I might go to Japan, leave Japan. This rate feels allowed to. Oh yeah, you guys seen this? Geospy. Geospy AI. It costs money though. First thing I did was went to try it. It gives you like a standard image and it goes, look how wonderful this is, and asks you to pay money. But if that works, it's pretty crazy. It's like careful what you post online, people, because or even on any social media. I guess it doesn't matter if it shows you where you have been, but if you go there on a regular basis, maybe not the best idea. Actually, we'll put that in the this one here, Geospy. You know, people say like you got to be careful about what you post online. Like you never know. Got that. What else? What else? What else? What else? It would be hard though for a. Would it be hard for a rating system? Review the community. I'll be like, all right, let's add a. All right, I'll wrap it up here. Have a think about what I said, people. If you agree, disagree, whatever, let everyone know your experiences about what you think about ProveX, whether or not you've engaged in it, whether or not you've received money, whether or not you haven't received money, etc., etc., etc. Let's get this thing working flawlessly, just like Hex and Pulse Chain, Pulse X, INC. What else?